What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Hyperliquid today. Hype. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. You know, I know that with James Wynn going on his public trading fiasco here, it's brought a lot of attention to Hyperliquid over the past month or so, right? And there's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of growth from April 7th's low to the high here. You saw 330% in growth. That outperforms the average coin by a lot. I mean, the average coin, you guys, in that same amount of time, moved up 69%, and right now is at a value of about 43% from their April lows. The average coin is up about 40 to 50% from their April lows, while Hype here is sitting up above about 300%. Right, definitely outperforming the rest of the market. But here's the deal, guys. Okay, I need you to understand something. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I am somebody who's been investing in crypto since 2015. I've seen this before. This is my third bull cycle. I've seen this happen so many times. I've fallen prey to it myself, and especially to the people who are in their first cycle, this is the shit that happens to you that sucks. Okay, let me show you what's going to happen, okay? We're going to look at Hype here. Hype, Hyperliquid. Number 11. Number 11. It's number 11. You replaced Sui or Tron, one of the two. Okay, crazy stuff. Your market cap's at 12.38 billion. Okay, let me tell you something real quick. I've seen two cryptos, Ethereum and XRP, only two, that have seen a market cap that was greater than a $100 billion valuation in their first bull cycle. The majority of cryptos don't even see something that's over 80 billion in their first cycle. Most cryptos, if they're getting these high multi-$10 billion market cap levels, they're stopping between 20 to 40, 60 billion at the most. 80 billion is like that limit, but no crypto, not even Bitcoin, in its first bull cycle gets above 100 billion in its first cycle. The only two that did it are Ethereum and XRP. Hyperliquid's set up. It's got the right hype behind it, the right narrative behind it to be in the runnings with maybe Sui, maybe Tron, maybe Chainlink, stuff like that, but not Ethereum, not XRP, not Solana. Solana didn't see a $100 billion market cap in its first cycle either. I'm pretty sure. Hold on now. Let's see. Even if it did, no, it definitely didn't, right? Definitely did not. But just the point remaining, right? The reason why XRP and Ethereum saw $100 billion in their first cycles is because when they came out, the markets were less saturated. They were a lot more condensed. Okay, these blockchains, these cryptos, these projects, they stood out in comparison to the slew of the other ones, right? And they stuck. They were platforms for people to build off of and grow from, both from a community standpoint and from fundamental standpoints, right? So other than that, there are plenty of coins that exist like that now. Hyperliquid might even be one of those, but the market's too saturated. There's too many choices, okay? There's not going to, it's very unlikely that this coin reaches a $100 billion market cap. It's even unlikely that you see something that's greater than $80 billion by the end of the cycle. Why am I focusing on this? Why is it 5 minutes into this video? Maybe it's like 2 minutes, I don't know. And we're still talking about this. We're not even in the charts yet, because you're at a $12.3 billion market cap. Your fully diluted valuation is $37 billion. Do you think this thing's going to reach $100 billion, this market cap? Do you think that's going to happen? I don't think it will. So what are we saying by addressing that fact right there? We're addressing that Hyperliquid Hype doesn't even have 100x capability. Sorry, 10x, 100x. Most cryptos don't have 100x capabilities this cycle. Some do. We talk about those all the time, but doesn't even have 10x capabilities. You're not even capable of performing a 10x. And if you do, if Hyperliquid performs a 10x, it then is in the same category as Ethereum and XRP, which sounds kind of crazy to me. That sounds pretty crazy, right? They both sound crazy. Such a hyped up coin, not even getting a 10x between now and the end of the cycle, but then also being in the same field of growth as what XRP and Ethereum saw. I don't think so, man. The thing is, I don't care how advanced, how great, how popular the tech is, or whatever the fundamentals might be for this thing. It's new. It's too new. How are we to know if it's flawed or not? To get $100 billion or more in market cap valuation, that requires some kind of heavy backing from entities with deep pockets or institutions, right? You don't get to that level of market cap valuation unless you've proven yourself to be safe. Right now, all you've done is to prove yourself to be some kind of hyped up coin. And hyped up you are. And outperforming the market you have since April 7th. But I don't think that you'll continue to outperform the markets. I think you're probably going to find turbulence here pretty soon. I want to find something that has more historical data. Let's see. Is that all we have? Let's see. When does it all-time history? Back in November, end of November, right? End of November there. Let's just see. That's December. So maybe that high is appropriate then, at least, right? That high is probably appropriate. December 21st. Let's just see. Hype. Would that be December 21st? That is that week of December 21st. Okay, so that high might be appropriate. Let's use KuCoin because I think they have more volume. We'll use KuCoin. Oh, Bybit. Does Bybit have that history? It does. Okay, we'll use Bybit because Bybit has more volume than KuCoin too. So we're going to use that, all right? Let's see here. Your high back there, yes, at 30, is that right? $35. Let's just see here. 32, but without the wick. So yeah, with the wick, I mean, if we candlestick it, let's just see. What do you get? What do we get? $35. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is an appropriate high to take from. High to low here. Where you are now, you're consolidating very well. You look like you do want to run higher. You will see new all-time highs. But again, how high is it going to go? You're likely going to move up. Your next target area is $51 to $82, somewhere in that zone. After that, you've got $117 to $136 to deal with. The most that I could see you growing wouldn't even be a 10x, right? I mean, from here, let's see, let's just say 12.4. We'll round up a little bit. 12.4, 24.8, 48.9. Let's just say 50 at 4. That's a $50 billion market cap at a 4x. So less than an 8x, probably a 7x or less is what we're looking for hype. 7x or less means that Hyperliquid will not see prices that are above $300 by the end of the cycle. It will not. It likely, and even at this point, looking at this fib here, the only next fib to go to if you break above the 2272 is the 2618, but that puts you at an 8x or more. You probably won't get there. You probably won't, right? That's above $100 billion right there. So you probably won't get to this price at $312. So you won't break above $300, right? You're not going to get above the 2272 and come all the way up here. With the 2272, oftentimes you find resistance just above it, not deep through it and just below the 236. That's not what happens. Something around here, maybe around a 6 to a 7x could happen. 6 to 7x could happen, but even something as low as like a 5.5x is possible. There's an insane likelihood that Hyperliquid doesn't even see prices above $250 between now and the end of the cycle, and it's priced in at $37 now, right? If these are the kind of gains you're looking for, invest in Ethereum, invest in Solana, invest in the stock market, but you're in crypto, damn it. You're looking for a 10x tomorrow. You're looking for a 100x by the end of the cycle. You're looking for something, the average crypto, the projection of the average coin. This is the others chart, right? So this is like literally the index for the average crypto, okay? The average crypto is expected to do something of about like a 25 to a 30x from here, okay? From a high to a low, we're going to go to this 2272 as well and probably just go just above it. I've done so many analyses on this. Anything is possible. Maybe we stop at lower prices. Maybe we stop at higher prices. But I'm thinking we go to $6 trillion for the others chart. That's the top 125 cryptos all together equaling about $6 trillion to $7 trillion just above here. That's about a 25x. 25x. If you're settling for anything less than a 25x, what are you doing? They better be doing something for you, right? 25x is the minimum standard that you should uphold. You can't even do half of that. You can't even do a quarter of that. I mean, maybe about a quarter of it, maybe. Not even. Probably like a fifth, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're investing in Hyperliquid because of James Wynn, because of all the hype, because of the narratives that might be posted with this stuff, I like James Wynn. I hope that he wins. I hope that he makes money, and I hope that he comes back. A lot of people want to see his demise. I want to see a success story. But Hyperliquid is not going to do that for you. Maybe if you use it, maybe on a fundamental basis, using it can help you get there, but you're not going to be doing it with investing in Hyperliquid alone. That's not what's going to happen, okay? Not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want to see people make money, and you're in the right market to make money. But when you get trapped in these kind of hyped up, overplayed narratives for various cryptos, especially the ones that are brand new, and we're calling for market caps that are above $100 billion, you're crazy. You're psychotic. You are going to be wrong, and you're going to be left with empty hands wishing you had more. Why? I'm invested in crypto. Why do I have a 5x? I thought I'd have more to show for this. So I was promised by my friend who's been in crypto for 10 years that I would get 100x this cycle. Where is it? It's not here. It's not with hype, man. Put it in something else. Put it in Cookie DAO. Dude, you want 100x potential? Put it in Cookie. You want 100x? You want to buy something and not have to mess with it or trade it to make 100x? Put it in Cookie DAO. Put it in Onyx Coin. Put it in Zebex, ZBCN. Put it in, hell, man, any of these cryptos, right? Anything and everything on this list probably has a better chance of outperforming Hyperliquid between now and the end of the cycle than Hype does. Absolutely does. Maybe not Bitcoin. Maybe not Bitcoin. Bitcoin probably, Hyperliquid probably outperforms Bitcoin. Maybe not Terra. Terra's probably in the dumps. I should probably get rid of this one, actually. We need to throw this one away. Yep. Bye-bye. No more. It may be same thing with ARK and even Atlas. Maybe those two don't deserve to be up here. But everything else probably outperforms. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Hyperliquid's great. It's going to do great. It can reach $100 billion or more next cycle. But this cycle, no. So what does that mean? You're not even going to see an 8x, man. Probably a 7x is pushing that barrier. You're probably not even going to get that. You'll probably stop something between a 5x and a 6x. If you're in crypto, you should have higher aspirations than that. Just doing a little reality check. With all that being said, you look bullish. You look like you want to keep moving up. But the amount that you're moving up doesn't interest me, shouldn't interest you. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.